5 3-pointers in the same game. That's by far the most by any duo in NBA history. Let's take a look at the highlight here. Steph Curry nails it from deep, Chiney.
And what I like is the Splash Bros, they both shot 28 threes. They know where their bag lies, and Steph Curry was in rare form. But, like, how often do you see cross-court passes unguarded to a Steph Curry in the corner, which is the easiest shot for a three-point shooter? 3 words. Actually 2. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. That's 3.
Just can't do it.
Can do it. Just can't. Do contractions count? Sorry, y'all. We're nerds over here. But look at what he does right here. Tween cross. Just, all he needs is 0.5 seconds. And I love it when he turns up. King Kong on him.
I'm still stuck on whether it's 2 words or 3. All right, let's keep it pushing ahead. Later in the game, 3:20 left in the fourth quarter. Steph Curry finds his way. Nice touch off the glass there.
Look, slow-mo. That's on Jimmy Butler. Help defense, where you at?
Beautiful.
Too late. Too late. He's too great. But also, look at those shots. Miss here. Hustle from Draymond. This is quintessential Warriors basketball. Dub Nation, where you at?
You can't foul Steph on a 3 like
No, you
that.
can't. You can't. But he's just in his bag. I feel like they're motivated now. You're starting to see them a little saucy.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Sure, they got a title to defend. You can't waste any time doing that. The Warriors go on to win this one, 123-110. Now, I got excited about how many threes the Warriors made. There it is. It's the 37th time that both Steph and Klay have made 5 threes in a game. That's a lot. And in fact, it's the most than the next 2 duos on this list combined. Here's Klay Thompson after the game.
It hurts when, someone like Charles Barkley with the platform he has says you're not the same player prior to the injuries you have. It's like, no duh, man. Consecutive years, tore my ACL, my Achilles in consecutive years and still help a team win a championship. I mean, it hurt hearing that because it's like, man, I put in so much freaking effort to get back to this point. It's hard to even put into words. Played 57 games in 3 years. Give me some freaking time to get that back and just hear someone say, oh, he's not the same as he was prior to the injuries. Duh. Who goes through something like that and comes back? I don't know. It just hurt my heart hearing that. I think I'm very proud of what we accomplished last year, and I feel like I was a huge part of it. I'm not going to let these injuries be a crutch for me. I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to have a great year. I bet on that.
I love that vulnerability, that honesty from Klay Thompson. It's not something that he has a responsibility to share with us, nor do athletes share all the time. But when I heard that, I felt that. Whether or not I'm an athlete who could win through injury, I'm not. But I've
find his stride. I knew he wouldn't be consistent in the beginning, but he had moments during that run. They don't win the championship without him. I mean, Steph was obviously what he was. Wiggins was incredible. They don't win the title because Klay had moments in each game, in that series and in every round, really. And that's what he's basically trying to say and saying, hey, cut me some slack here as I try to come back. Yeah. But letting you know that, hey, athletes sometimes try to act like they don't hear anything. They hear everything. And he was addressing it, and I think it's honest and open to do that. And more than anything, I think what he said at the end is what you got to take from it. I'm internalizing this. I'm going to use this as fuel, as if he needed any more. He's already so driven. And now he's going to even have another added dimension to why he wants to prove who he is historically in this league.
Yep, hit 5 threes last night. I knew that was going to happen, and I think a lot of people, when they saw these comments were made, everyone knew that Klay Thompson was going to take that personally. And I think at times it's unfortunate, but it's the reality. Sometimes you are victims of your own success, and you can say that to anybody that's on the Warriors lineup that's been a part of the 4-peat. What did we say about Steph Curry going into the season? Well, he hasn't won Finals MVP. Guess what? That motivated him in a year where we saw him become the all-time three-point leader, and then they win a championship. Again, Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen, and I do think that this will motivate him, and I can co-sign because I know Klay, and Klay is always not trolling, but he's trolling or what is it, patrolling? Yeah, there we go. He's patrolling social media in a respectful way, and he uses that as motivation, and so I'm glad he's honest. I think we need to see more athletes sort of show the humanity behind criticism because sometimes it gets out of control, but I'm happy for him because it's not easy to come back from 2 back-to-back injuries and you have to put some respect on his name for winning a championship, because no matter how he played, you still gonna guard Klay Thompson on the perimeter, wherever he is from three, because historically, he has deemed that kind of respect. So I loved all of this.
Yes, ma'am. Zach?
I absolutely loved it, and not just because it was raw and honest and very Klay. We all love when players are raw and honest. It's for what Tim said about the end of the quote. Bet on that. Bet on me. And I would bet on Klay Thompson. He ended the monologue by saying, forget all the noise. I am going to be the same player again. And that's what you have to love. And I'm with Klay. I have been baffled since the day he came back about how many people are nitpicking his game, looking for, oh, he got blown by over there, or oh, he's not shooting as well over here. He's not the same guy. This guy tore his ACL, and then he tore his Achilles, the second of which is the most devastating injury a basketball player can suffer. And maybe I'm just crazy and I hallucinated that he averaged 19 points a game in the playoffs and shot 39% from three on a ton of attempts, most of which are contested because he's Klay freaking Thompson on a team that won the championship. Klay Thompson is tough as hell. He's a legend. And considering what he went through and what those injuries are, I think he has, from day one, not just in the finals, not just now, exceeded what could be reasonably expected of him based on those injuries, and I'm betting on him to continue exceeding it.
You know what? I think I'm betting on
You
Klay
better
Thompson.
preach, Zach. We all are.
Zach said it all. Next on NBA Today, Woj is here once again to talk about a new collective bargaining agreement that could affect teams like the reigning champs. We'll be right back.